What's up guys, Alvaro here. Welcome to the Bilingual Stock Market channel again. In this channel we talk about the stock market and we do it in two different languages, English and Spanish. So if English is not your cup of tea, you can also watch the same video narrated by me in Spanish. And in this video, and as I am doing it Mondays through Thursdays, I want to make a quick stock market update going over what happened today in the S&P 500, which is the most important index of the United States stock market. And I also will be breaking down from a technical standpoint the three stocks on the top of my watch list for tomorrow's trading session. So let's get started, guys. And today we had a green day, guys. We had an amazing green day today, right? Except for the Nasdaq 100, which closed negative on the day, 0.14%, pretty much flat on the day, right? The Russell 2000 was by far the best performing index, today up 2.44%. The Dow Jones also closed positive on the day, 0.62%, and the S&P 500 also closed the day in the green, 0.53%. And what you guys can see on your screens is the S&P 500, guys. But before breaking it down, guys, I want to tell you something, because I know that most of you guys are suffering a lot because of this sell-off that we have had, in regards to growth and tech stocks lately. And this morning, guys, I was here at my place doing my research work about the stocks that I was going to be keeping a close watch on today, and I was watching CNBC, right? And this guy comes on CNBC, wearing a nice suit, and he says, I was really amazed, guys. This is an analyst, right? So this guy comes on the air on CNBC, and he said, just like you say good morning or good afternoon, this guy says, you know what, I think that a 25% correction in the S&P 500 is coming. And you know what? That correction is going to be very healthy for the markets because the valuations doesn't make any sense. So I was watching, this guy, and I was like, this guy is an irresponsible. How are you going to say that after the bloodbath that we have seen, on tech stocks and on tech and growth stocks? How are you going to say that a 25% correction is coming in the S&P 500? Because we have, new people to the market watching CNBC. This guy is an irresponsible. I mean, we are reopening back up this country, okay? We also have a massive vaccination taking place in the US as of now, okay? COVID-19 cases are dropping, okay, like a rock. Today I heard that, that the cases, picked up a little, but we are having a massive vaccination in this country. Okay, we actually got today a much better than expected jobless claim report. So, and you have this guy saying that, yeah, I think that we are about to have a 25% correction, okay? And why? Why do we have this kind of jerks talking about a 25% correction in the S&P 500? Because they are value analysts. They don't understand growth and tech stocks. They cannot see around the corner, guys. The other day, I was also watching CNBC, and this Tesla bear, comes on the air. And do you guys know what he said? This guy said that he was going to be a Tesla buyer at $150 per share in the case of Tesla. Unbelievable. And he was saying, yeah, because, taking into account the revenue that Tesla is making as of now, and taking into account the profit that Tesla is making as of now, I think that $150 is a buy. So this guy, this jerk, doesn't understand that when you are investing in a growth stock, you pay a premium, okay, taking into account the growth that this company is going to have over time. So how can you invest in Tesla as of now, only taking into account Tesla's today's revenue and Tesla's today's profit? It's unbelievable. That doesn't make any sense. So this guy wasn't taking into account that Tesla is going to be by far, all right, the winner in the electric vehicle markets. This guy wasn't taking into account that Tesla is very, but very likely to dominate the utility business 5 or 10 years out. This guy, wasn't taking into account either that Tesla is going to win the autonomous driving industry. He wasn't taking into account either that Tesla is going to be printing billions and billions of dollars with Tesla insurance. So he wants to buy Tesla today, okay, based exclusively on the revenue and the profit that Tesla is making right now. That doesn't make any sense. So these are the kind of people that are going on the air on CNBC, and they obviously, when they say that kind of things, if you're new to the market, what do you end up doing? You end up panic selling. So you're already, bag holding a lot of stocks, and you listen to a guy with a suit, because he works at a whatever, hedge fund or whatever, investment firm, and he's saying, I think that 25% correction is inevitable, and it is going to be healthy. And take a look at these guys, because I believe, okay, that we don't really have much room to the downside when it comes to tech stocks. That's what I think, okay? Because we have had a massive sell-off, on tech stocks. So take a look at this. Fastly, 50% of its highs. Palantir, 50% of its highs. Snowflake, 50% of its highs. Teladoc, 45% of its highs. Zoom, 45% of its highs. DocuSign, 30% of its highs. So it's like, how much lower can this company go? And you're gonna tell, but they went up a lot last year. Who cares? These companies have an amazing future, okay, ahead of themselves, and they are already down a lot. So I don't think that we have a lot of room to the downside when it comes to tech stocks. And I believe, guys, I could be mistaken, all right? I could be mistaken. We will see 6 months out. I believe that in 6 months, whenever this country realizes that Jerome Powell is right, so inflation didn't become a huge problem, we are going to see these prices, and we're gonna be like, wow, why I didn't load the boat on Fastly or Palantir or Tesla or NIO, okay? Because I believe that the Federal Reserve is right, and inflation will not be a problem 6 or 12 months out. We will see what happens, all right? So the message that I want to get across here is, do not panic sell, guys, and stop listening to these valuation assholes, all right, that only invest taking into account what a company is doing today. They never take into account, and they cannot see around the corner. They cannot evaluate a company because of what that company can do later on down the road. Stop listening to that kind of jerks, okay? So, well, let's go ahead and take a look at the S&P 500, guys. All right. So, what is going to happen tomorrow? And by the way, guys, and I don't want to toot my own horn, obviously, right? But what happened today in the S&P 500 was exactly what I said yesterday, guys. So, yesterday I said, watch out for 38.85, okay, as an important level of support in the S&P 500. And if that level of support breaks to the downside, then watch out for 38.50, I said. So today we sold off, okay, right at the opening of the session, and the bulls managed to hold as a lower support 38.54, okay? Then we started to pull up, and 38.85, okay, acted as a resistance, okay? There was a very nice bull and bear battle over there. The bulls end up winning the battle, and we closed the day at 39.09. a bit below, a hair below another very important level of support, of previous support, that now is going to act as a resistance, which is 39.15, okay? Remember that 39.15 has acted as a support and as a resistance in several opportunities in the past in the S&P 500, okay? So tomorrow, the first very important level of resistance for the bulls is going to be 39.15, then we have 39.40, and lastly 39.54, okay? To the downside, watch out for 38.85 and 38.50. Okay, let's hope the bears not to take this index down to 38.18. Okay, let's rule that out. Okay, wishful thinking. Okay, and when it comes to the three stocks on the top of my watch list for tomorrow, the first one is going to be NIO, guys. And I know that I am talking about NIO a lot here on the channel, but I know that many of you guys are, suffering a lot because of NIO. So take a look at this, guys. NIO held today a very important level of support at 34.45. 34.45 was a level of support for NIO also on March 8th, okay? And 34.90, 34.80, okay, give or take, was also a resistance with which NIO struggled back on November of last year. So this is a very good sign, okay? The fact that NIO held 34.80, 34.60, okay? So despite the fact, guys, that NIO is clearly downtrending, okay, and below the moving averages, I think that, and you guys can actually see this over here, that we have a double bottom, all right? And remember, guys, a double bottom is a pattern, a technical pattern that suggests a change trend, okay? Or a change of trend, okay, rather. So if this double bottom plays out, we can see NIO pulling up and probably finding an important resistance on the 50 SMA on the 4-hour chart at around $42.70, okay? If this double bottom pattern happens to, end up unfolding, okay? And I hope so, obviously, right? All right, to the downside, okay? Because at the end of the day, guys, whatever is going to happen with NIO is going to pretty much depend on whatever tech and growth stocks do in general terms, okay? So to the downside, I am watching another important level of lower support at 31.85, which was the low for NIO on March 5th, and 31.85 is also a former resistance, okay? Acted as an important level of resistance for NIO back in November and October of last year. And if this level 31.85 happens, it will be broken to the downside, guys, then, because you guys know that I am a long-term investor in NIO, I have 700 shares at an average price of $13 and something, okay? So I don't really trade NIO, with shares. So what I usually do is selling NIO puts and buying NIO calls, okay? So I think, okay, again, wishful thinking, because you never know what the markets are going to do, but I think that worst case scenario, guys, for NIO is going to be $29.25, okay? Because $29.25 was a former resistance for NIO back in mid-October of last year. So watch out for these levels, okay, to the downside, and let's see, guys, if NIO happens to pull up, okay? And maybe NIO could potentially break the 50 SMA at $42.44. That, as I said before, is going to be the next foreseeable resistance in the case of NIO, okay? NIO, by the way, went up today 2.65%. And for those who might be interested in starting a long-term position in NIO, we have, as of now, a 43% discount, okay, from all-time high. So another stock that we find at a very attractive price as of now. So please don't come with the hindsight bullshit in 6 months, guys, okay? You were warned. All right, and the second stock of this video is going to be good old Square, okay? Ticker symbol SQ, and in the case of Square, guys, this stock was requested by one of our viewers, of our videos in Spanish. His name is Floriberto, and he told me to break down Square, and I am going to do it. And I tell you guys, if any of you wants me to break down any stock from a technical standpoint, please drop a comment down below and let me know, okay? And in the case of Square, guys, you know, the company that sells point of sales for small businesses, we can see here on the 4-hour chart a potential head and shoulders pattern. Okay, so here we have the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder over here. And as you guys already know, the head and shoulders pattern is a bearish pattern. So what has to happen for this head and shoulder pattern to unfold? Then Square would have to drop down to $195 per share, guys, okay? $195 should act as a very important level of support for Square, because it is a former support in 2 opportunities, okay, 1 and 2, and it also acted as a very important level of resistance that Square, all right, couldn't break, and this was back in October, okay, of last year. So Square should find a good support at around $195, okay, and if that level happens to be broken to the downside, and therefore the head and shoulder patterns happens to be completed, then the next level of support for Square is going to be $170, okay, which acted as a support in 1 and 2 opportunities before, and it is also a resistance that Square couldn't break, and this was back in September of last year. So I'm thinking, guys, if I see Square right visiting the $194, I am definitely going to be picking up some shares of Square, okay? If Square happens to find support at that price and bounces back up, then my price target in this case is going to be $231, which is the 50 SMA on the 4-hour chart, okay? So I am buying Square shares at $194, and if we happen to see more downside, okay, if we see the completion of the head and shoulders pattern, then I will be buying more shares for sure of Square at $171, okay? So that is going to be my plan with Square. It went down today 2.36%, so we can make the case that since Bitcoin pulled back a lot, then that ended up affecting Square, okay? Because we had a very nice bounce to back up with many tech stocks and growth-oriented stocks, but Square nevertheless finished the day in the red, okay? So watch out for Square, guys. Let's see what happens, okay? This is going to be very interesting. Can this head and shoulders pattern be completed, or is Square going to bounce back up and visit the $230 or $235 per share? This is going to be very interesting. So Square definitely on the top of my watch list for tomorrow's trading session. And the last stock of this video is going to be a SPAC, a special purpose acquisition company, Ipoe, okay? The special purpose acquisition company that wants to take public SoFi, okay? The online lender for student loans, mortgages, and personal loans, okay? Remember, and I guess that you guys already know that behind this SPAC, we have Chamath Palihapitiya. So that is definitely a plus for Ipoe. Okay, and SoFi is a very interesting company, guys. So as of now, I don't have any open position in Ipoe, but I am looking forward to opening a position anytime soon, okay? And in the case of Ipoe, guys, we find this stock as of now 41% of its highs, okay? So this is another tech-oriented stock that we find at a very attractive long-term discount, and Ipoe went up today rather almost 1%, 0.91%. And take a look at these guys. Despite the fact that Ipoe went up today, okay, it closed the day in green territory, but Ipoe, from a technical standpoint, broke a very important area of support, guys, which is this red line that you guys can see over here at around $17.90 or $18, okay? $17.90, okay, has acted rather as a very important level of support for Ipoe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. 9 times, all right, in the past, guys. So in my case, for me to open a position at the current price of Ipoe, guys, I am not buying here. So if I happen to see Ipoe, okay, breaking above $18, okay, and mind you guys, $18 is definitely going to be a very tough spot for Ipoe, because we have a former important area of support, but we also find at around $18 per share, we also find the 50 SMA on the 4-hour chart. So $18 is going to be a very tough spot for Ipoe. So I need to see Ipoe breaking above $18. And in that case, I am definitely going to pick up some shares of this special purpose acquisition company. My price target is going to be the 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart at $20 approximately, okay? And from $18, okay, per share up to the 180 SMA, we're talking about a 10% profit, almost 11%, guys. So this would be a very nice short-term trade, okay? However, because I am very bullish, as I said before, in SoFi, if Ipoe happens to pull back, guys, a lot, and it visits again the $14.66, okay, which already acted as a support twice, then my perspective in regards to the shares that I would buy is going to change, guys. If I can purchase Ipoe shares at $14.81, okay, I am going to hold these shares, okay, at a long term, definitely, no doubt about it, guys, because I am, as I said before, I am very bullish on SoFi, okay? So breaking above $18, we're talking about a day trade or maybe a swing trade. However, if this stock happens to visit again the $14.76, I will be probably picking up some 200 or 300 shares to start a long-term position in Ipoe, okay? And well, with this special purpose acquisition company, guys, I am going to finish the video. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much for hanging out with me once again today. Remember that we are posting these videos Mondays through Thursdays, so if you guys want to get our notifications in a timely manner, you'd better be subscribed to the channel, and please also remember to activate the notification bell. That is also very important. If you found value in this video, please hit that like button for me, and remember that this is the Bilingual Stock Market channel. By the way, guys, and before saying that this is the Bilingual Stock Market channel and all that good stuff, follow us on Instagram at Bilingual Stock Market. We are posting information and news on our Instagram account on a daily basis, okay? And remember that this is the Bilingual Stock Market channel, the YouTube channel in which we talk about the stock market, but we do it in 2 different languages, English and Spanish, but most importantly, this is the YouTube channel in which we know that the wonderful world of Wall Street is not for geniuses, it is for entrepreneurs just like you guys and myself. My name is Alvaro. Remember, tomorrow is Friday, so there's no video coming out tomorrow, but I will be seeing you guys next Sunday, okay? Peace out.